I was at my grandpa's house the other day. I was going through his basement and I found a cardboard box.
Never really seen one of these before.
We actually have some images of exactly where he was during this battle.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Awesome. Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. So I got kind of a strange request here for you today. So I saw these medals here at the 12th Manitoba Dragoons Museum down at Brandon Armies. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I don't think I have.
Okay, a great little museum. Anyway, I saw them and I thought, I have to have these. I mean, the backstory, it seemed really interesting. I was wondering if you could tell me, what they're worth.
Well, they look pretty interesting. I personally don't know much about them, but I could get in a professional that would know a lot about them.
Yeah, that'd be much appreciated.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll call them up.
Okay.
Hello, good to see you again there.
How are you doing?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
What do you have here?
Yeah, so I've got a picture here of some medals that I saw at the 12th Manitoba Dragoons Museum. It looked like an interesting backstory with this Brigadier General James Kirkaldy.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm wondering, if you could tell me, what they're worth and what more about them.
Well, I was just told something about a general from Canada here, so I looked up some information. Let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, so it was James Kirkaldy. He was Brigadier General, absolutely correct. So he was born in Abbey, Scotland, actually,
Okay.
not initially in Canada. And then he immigrated to Canada before the war. Was it here 1891? So initially he was a chief of police in Brandon before he joined the Manitoba Dragoons. The museum, same unit there. He was major of the 8th Winnipeg Rifles when the war started, and then after the war, I believe he was in Ypres. Yeah, in Ypres with the 8th Manitoba Dragoons.
Ypres, that was where James McCrae did his thing, right?
The
Flanders Field?
Yep, 100%.
Interesting.
He would have been there. Unfortunately, he was injured during Ypres.
Oh.
So he was sent back to Canada, where he trained the 78th Battalion, and then actually brought that battalion back to France. And then with the 78th Battalion, he was at Vimy. At Vimy, he was part of the 4th Canadian Division.
Okay.
We actually have some images of exactly where he was during this battle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So they were tasked with capturing the Pimple, the most defended spot of the Vimy there. Unfortunately, they were meant to capitalize on the gains made by the initial attack, but a German trench remained intact after that, and so they ran into some resistance. Yes, they hit with a counterattack. Their battalion suffered about 300 casualties. But they fought it off, and they actually managed to take the trench. So very esteemed during that battle there.
Okay.
As for medals here, it looks like we have a DSO, a Distinguished Service Order with
What do those bars mean?
Yeah, so there's 2 of them. That essentially means that he was mentioned in dispatch 2 times. Technically 3 times then, because of the initial medal as well there. That's really rare. Only 20, I believe it's 20. Yeah, only 20 Canadians have ever won it that many times.
Wow.
So that's a really rare one there as well. This one here is the Order of St. Michael and St. George. Also really rare. Not many of those on the market anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, so after the war, he returned to Brandon, was in the general election, placed 3rd, didn't quite win, but he was on the city council for a few years, and unfortunately died in 1957, so.
Okay.
Yeah, really,
Fascinating life,
yeah. Very popular in Brandon. As for what they're worth, it's hard to say. Definitely thousands. I wouldn't be surprised if you could get the set for over 10,000. But it's hard to say exactly what they're worth because there's so few on the market anymore.
Okay, given such a backstory, I'm betting the museum probably doesn't even want
Yeah,
to part with something like that.
no, they wouldn't. You'd have a difficult time obtaining them for sure. But that's your business.
Okay, yeah. Well, thank you for the information.
No problem. Good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe this is just something that the museum hangs on to. Something that's significant. Well, I appreciate your time anyway, and bringing in your expert.
Yeah, awesome. Anytime.
Okay, well, thanks very much.
Have a great day.
All right, thanks.